Hey guys, Marissa at KitchenTableStamper.com. Today I'm going to walk you through this gorgeous note card. But first, a public service announcement. Stampin' Up! Is currently in celebration. It runs through March 31st, so we're nearing the end. The card today that I'm making with you features some of the beautiful products that you can get from Stampin' Up! For free with your $50 order. The public service announcement: get your Sale-a-bration items while you can because they are selling out. As of yesterday, the card tin is no longer available, so you cannot get the card tin from Sale-a-bration for free anymore. It's sad, but I'm here to tell you that there are still some beautiful products left, and if your Stampin' Up! Wish list is long, now is the time to jump in and grab some of those items off your list and get some of the free things that are still available. Today we're going to use a couple of stamp sets. We're going to use the Delicate Details. Here, as you can see, the background of our card features the Delicate Details. We're also going to use this metallic ribbon combo. We're going to use the silver ribbon from this pack. This ribbon is so smooth and beautiful. It's a wonderful choice for a free item. And we're also going to be using Stampin' Up's brand new to Sale-a-bration, Make a Medallion. This stamp set is just so much fun to use. Get it while you can and while it's free. Okay, so let me show you that. We've talked about some of our materials here. This is the Delicate Detail stamp set, the Make a Medallion stamp set, both free with a $50 purchase. You can choose this one or this one. You could choose some of this beautiful ribbon. And the combo pack is gold and silver. We're gonna use the silver today. We're also using for this card the Stitched Shapes Framelits dies, Bitty Butterfly Punch, which I don't have handy here, but that's okay. We're going to use, I already punched my butterflies. Our ink colors, we're going to use Soft Sky, Smoky Slate, Dapper Denim, and Night of Navy. And then a couple of embellishments here. I've got some of this beautiful silver metallic thread. It's super fine, and you can see the fun little detail that adds to our card here. I've also got a package of the basic jewels, the rhinestones. We're going to use some of those on our butterflies, and I've already showed you this gorgeous metallic ribbon. Okay, let's get started here. I have cut out already a 3-inch stitched circle. It's the biggest one from the Stitched Shapes Framelits set. I've got my Bitty Butterflies punched from vellum, and I have a Soft Sky card base that is 8.5 by 5.5, scored and folded at 4 1/4. Okay, the first thing we're gonna do is get our Stampin' Pierce mat in here, because both of these free stamp sets are polymer stamp sets, so we want that matte so we get our best impression. And we're going to stamp our medallion first. Okay. For our Make a Medallion, we're going to start with this image with the brackets in the center, and we're going to ink that with Smoky Slate. Then we're going to come back and layer in this image with Dapper Denim, and then we're going to layer in this image with Soft Sky. It's easier for you to see them here than on the block, so I thought I'd show you that first. Now here's that medallion with the brackets in the center. We're going to stamp that down in the middle of this stitched circle. Now here's the second layer of our medallion, and I'm going to ink that up with Dapper Denim and line it up in between the peaks of the first layer of the medallion. Now if I get my head in the camera, I'm sorry. It looks like I'm going to be clear, but I really want to line this up as best as I can. The clear stamp makes it really easy, but the camera makes it really hard. I think that's right. Let's see, time for the big reveal. Ah, beautiful. Do you see how perfect that lines up? All right, then this little half a medallion, we're going to ink that one up in Soft Sky and line that up so that it fills in. It's going to fill in right between these little spaces here. We're going to stamp that one twice. Is my head in the camera? I hope not. Oh, looks like I'm clear. Okay, perfect position, even better than my first one. We're gonna flip and stamp again. Not bad for doing it on camera. Okay, so you can see those little soft sky details that we just added in there. And it's left a section open for our greeting here. There's love, friend, thanks, and they all fit right in the little medallion. You'll use this stamp set for everything. I'm gonna ink up the word friend with Night of Navy and center it right in the medallion. Okay, now let's stamp our card base. I'm going to move our sample aside because we're going to need the space. And then bringing in some scratch paper here, just a piece of my local phone book. Now I have 2 pieces of the lace from Delicate Details. I chose this one, and I put them on the same block. They're back to back. I'm going to ink up my lace with Soft Sky. And I'm completely covering the lace with the lightest color here. Okay. Now I have a sponge dauber, and I'm gonna get the smoky slate and just dab the edges of my image with the slate ink on both sides. So we're getting kind of a blue-gray ombre effect here. It's going to go lighter in the center and darker to the edges. And then we're going to stamp across the top of our card here. I'd say it's about 1.5 inches from the top. Okay, now we're going to just quickly wipe in between, inking it up again. I want to keep my Soft Sky ink pad. Soft Sky, I don't want to bring the smoky slate into it. And then we'll ink again with the Soft Sky and dab the edges with the smoky slate. All right, now I'm going to line the peaks of the larger lace pattern up with the peaks of the larger lace pattern here. There we go. Now we have a beautiful lace border. Let's get a little piece of tear-in tape and some of this beautiful ribbon here. Okay, so we're going to run a little strip of this ribbon across the card. And so I thought tear-in tape was a good product for that job. I've exposed the adhesive, and I'm going to cut the end of the ribbon at an angle, and then I'm going to run it across the card so that it doesn't quite meet the edge. Burnish it down into that tear-in tape, flip my card over, and trim it right off the bolt. What a beautiful shine that adds. All right, let's bring our medallion back in and get some dimensionals on the back of it. So I'm going to take the end of the thread here and tack it down into one of the dimensionals and just start looping the thread and tacking it down. And the idea here is just to be real natural, kind of let the thread lead the way. Let it show you where it wants to go. We don't want a daisy when we're done. We want kind of a random nest. And if you just kind of push and let the thread show you where it wants to go, you'll get a random loopy pattern that doesn't look like a daisy flower. When you're satisfied with your loops, you can go ahead and adhere that to the card. And we want it over the lace pattern and to the right because we're going to come in with some butterflies and we want to keep our balance here. So I punched my little butterflies with the bitty butterfly and some vellum, and now I'm just folding up the wings. We're going to adhere these guys with a little glue dot. I like one to touch right at the ribbon there, and then let's get this other little guy. Fold up the wings and adhere with a glue dot. have my jewel basic rhinestones, and these are all individual, but this is the fun part right here. These are on a continuous glue line. So you can go ahead and snip off 2 connected gems and embellish your butterflies. Okay, pop up their wings a bit, and there are our cards. Aren't they beautiful? Okay, if you've got any questions about this, if you'd like to place a celebration order before more items sell out, if I can do anything Stampin' Up for you, just email me, marissa@kitchentablestamper.com. If you buzz over to kitchentablestamper.com, you'll find a printable project sheet with all of the measurements and supplies for this project. Thanks for watching.